we'll have the good ambient audio from the shock mic. Shock mic? Shotgun mic. And the good audio from the from the labs.
Go check it out and then we'll start.
What do you mean check it out?
Like see how it looks to you.
Sure. Lay down where I'm sitting. Or I guess sit where you are. I was in the frame though? Okay. Is this recording?
Dude, Henry, we're like not gonna get any footage because we're just checking to see if it's recording.
I don't know. I'm just doing a goof, Ray. Come on.
To the audience.
What's a story you can tell?
I was once at a party.
Is this the story you've told me like 3 times since I've been here?
I was at a party and a guy was talking shit and he had a beer can thrown in his face. And it, like,
was it full?
And it like scraped his chin like right here.
Ooh, was it a full can?
It was like a full can. I don't know where they got it.
Yeah. It's almost Halloween. Halloween's next month.
You think of the most boring topics.
Hold on. Halloween's next month. How is Halloween boring? First of all, it's a good topic to talk about. If I said, what are you going to dress up as? That would be a boring topic.
Yeah.
It's Halloween next month. One time when I was in freshman year of college, we would go and smoke weed out in the prairie area by my college at UCSC. UCSC, University of Santa Cruz, California. And we would go out to the meadow. I don't know why that was funny. We went out to the meadow and we like smoked a bunch of weed. We like smoked a blunt or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was like 10 people sitting in a circle, and we started just having conversations. And it was pretty close to October, so we were telling some scary stories, right? And like, I was telling this one scary story. I'll just like summarize it. Man walking through the woods. It's a dark and stormy night. And a man's walking through the woods. I forgot that first part. It's a dark and stormy night and the man's walking through the woods. He comes across a cabin. Bang, 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 bang. He bangs the door open. Knocks it down. Get off your phone, Ray. You're looking at memes while I'm trying to talk to you, dude.
Dude, I know. Like, I think, okay. Continue.
And he goes into the house, and the walls are covered with the most awful... Well, I'm sorry, it's not a dark and stormy night. There's no storms. It's just a very dark night.
Okay.
There's no storms.
Oh,
It's just a very dark night. I swear to God, if that dog knocks over the camera, Ray, that's going to be bad.
Don't worry, I'll keep her. Jolie?
Hey, dog.
Keep talking.
Come here. Come on.
Okay.
And it's a dark night. And he goes into this cabin. The walls are covered by
Keep her away from
some of the most horrific paintings that you'll ever see, of all the most grotesque, twisted faces.
Watch out that she's not blocking
It's okay.
your face.
It doesn't matter. People want to see a dog more than me anyway. Most grotesque you're ruining my story. They're covered with paintings of the most grotesque, twisted faces. And they all seem to be watching him as he goes and lays down on the only bed. But he's very tired, so he sleeps well. The next morning, he's woken to sunlight, bright sunlight, bright sunlight.
Wait, please, let's take a pause.
No, let me tell my story. He's awoken to bright sunlight, and he says, "Oh, that's odd. There was no windows last night." And then he looks up and he sees there was no paintings, only windows. So it was all a bunch of people looking in at him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I told that story.
Wait, how? Oh, okay.
I told that story.
But they're not. The paintings, I mean, they're clearly not photorealistic.
Yeah, they were. They were so scary.
But he like sees them and he says, like he sees them and he's like, "Oh, these are paintings," but they're like.
No.
But are they ghosts that like
no,
look
it was
like
people.
pastel or something?
Was people, and he was very tired, so he didn't notice that it was real people. And then
Yeah.
when I told this story, I was in a group of maybe like 6 or 7 people, and this one dude literally, I hadn't been looking at his face, but apparently I had terrified him beyond the belief, because he reacted by going, "Ah!" Oh, I didn't even do it loud enough, like, "Ah!" And he was so scared. He was like so scared,
Oh, you
and
were
then he
telling
started
the story.
crying, like a lot. He started crying like a lot, and was very scared. And I was
Yeah.
like, I felt very awkward because I didn't mean to scare him that bad.
Was that story came up on your own?
No, that's creepypasta. I took that off the internet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's a cool story.
yeah, it's a good one. Anyway, so there's my story. Do you want to? Oh, my sunglasses fell. Do you want to tell a spooky, scary story and maybe give some context to? Do you like telling scary stories? I love telling scary stories.
I mean, you're a better storyteller than me
As-
by like a significant amount.
As just shown by that. Do you hear that smack? That little
Yeah.
butt smack?
It's a love tap.
Yeah, she loves it. Yeah. There's a good story about ghosts in a house. You know that one? About the ghost house?
No.
I'm sorry, it's not a house, it's a hotel. There's only 2, and it's not
Oh,
about
I'm
ghosts.
kind of familiar with this, but just in case anyone else. I feel this
Is
is
going
gonna
to be
like
a scary
this is
story
gonna be our
cast?
like our Halloween cast. It'll probably end up
It's
being,
fine.
even
We'll
though
just
we're
use this
shooting
as-
it at
it's
like in the
B-roll.
middle of the day.
I just looked right at the camera right now.
Yeah.
I stared right at him.
Henrik, what's the story?
I'm not going to tell it. It's long and boring. Here, I'll tell a sped up version. A couple arrives at a hotel, and then a creepy guy at the front says, "Don't go into room 42069, that one's haunted." So then, that night, they go, and they see, he looks in room 42069.
Jolie, quit it.
Shut up! Stop.
Don't, she's like eating a
It's
rat.
fine. Shush. Anyway, they go into room 42069. Room 420, floor 69. And they look in the keyhole because it's a very old hotel with keyholes. And
Makes
they
sense.
see three.
Makes sense.
They see 3 figures, naked, all pale white, facing away into the wall. And they're like, "Oh, that's pretty creepy, huh? That's real creepy."
That would set off some alarms.
That would set off
For
some
sure.
alarms, for sure, yeah. And they said, "Oh, probably shouldn't be looking at that." They go to bed. Next morning, they wake up, eat continental breakfast. On the way back, they say, "I'm going to go to 42069 again." They go, and then they look in the keyhole, and they see only a blank red. It's all red. They can't see anything, and they think, "Oh, they caught me peeping." So they put a red cloth over the keyhole. "Oh, that's fine." And then, as they're going out, they pass creepy guy at the front desk, and they say, "You know, I looked into room 420." Oh wait, no. He says, "What was the big deal with room 42069?" And the guy said, "There were 3 people who stayed there. They were different. They were killed because they were different. They had all white skin, and their eyes were only red."
Piercing red.
Piercing red. And then the guy screamed and died of fright right there on the spot in the hotel. And that hotel's,
too.
lady and
I
gentleman's
would too.
name? That hotel's name?
What?
Twin Peaks. Prequel to Twin Peaks. Do-do-do-do.
Yeah. Let me check the camera.
You can't do that just because I made a bad joke. You can't just leave the frame.
You're kind of
Very
like
professional.
blown up on this side for light.
Blown up? Oh, well
Just
then
like
adjust
really
it.
bright.
You should adjust it.
I should probably.
I'm frozen.
Looks a
You
little
want to
better.
see my Disney impression? I'm a body frozen. Bring me back to life when the Jews are dead. That's my impression of Disney. Not
Oh,
me.
Walt Disney.
Walt Disney, yeah. Not the company Disney.
Yeah. Yeah, wouldn't make a lot of sense if it was the company. That's a good story. You should tell me more.
I just told you 2 in a row. I got a ton. This one's called The Haunted Mask, and it's originally written by L.R. Vine. My pen name from his acclaimed
L.R. Bine?
L.R. Bine, from
Yeah.
his acclaimed novel series, Goose Pimples. Yeah, no. All of my stories are stolen anyway. Just watch some Goosebumps and you get the same quality.
What? Is this not a real story? I was really looking forward to that.
No. Let me think of another one. I
No,
can't
it's
think
alright.
of.
It's
I
alright.
used to have a bunch of scary stories that I had on deck, but
They had-
basically, those are my two that I tell because
What
they're
was
nice
the-
and quick.
What was the movie that like came out?
Oh, I just thought of one.
Guillermo del Toro one. It was a scary
Spooky,
stories.
scary stories to tell when your mom's not
Like it was
around.
based on that.
Did it
Yeah.
come out?
I don't know.
Scary stories to tell in the dark is
Hey.
what you're actually talking about.
Yeah, I know.
right?
I need to keep up with all that. were you
I don't
saying,
think it.
Mike?
Did it come out or did it just like come and go that fast?
Couldn't have been that bad.
I didn't hear anything about it.
Probably was,
Well,
though.
it's out right now and it's a 6 out of 10.
Oh, okay. So I don't think it was very good.
No.
I'm assuming. So what were you saying?
What was I saying?
You said you had another story.
Yeah. Are we, is this whole thing really just gonna? This has been 20 minutes so far, so we're almost out of footage.
It's like Halloween.
As soon
cast.
as we're done with this, just dump it on the computer and purge it from the card.
How do you purge it from the card?
Delete it.
How do you do that?
You plug it into a computer, copy it to your computer, and then delete it off the card.
Would that work?
Do you know how computers work?
Would that work if I put it on the Final Cut?
You have to save it to your computer first. Do you understand how computers work?
That explains a lot.
Have you been... Anyways, there was once a girl, and there was... here, so this is the story now. Ah, that hurt. My jaw. Making that sound effect hurt a lot, actually. Fuck.
Wisdom teeth.
Yeah. Make some
He's missing them.
thunder sound effects, please. You make them. It was a dark and stormy night. There was a young lady, and she was listening to the radio. Radio says, "We're interrupt this broadcast to tell you..." I don't know why I'm doing two hands. "There's a killer on the loose. He's really bad. Watch out for him. He might be in your house already."
Yeah.
Lady goes to sleep. She's very scared. So she goes out and gets her big dog. And she says, "Big dog, please come and sleep under my
Wait, I thought
bed."
she was in the car.
No, she's in her house.
Oh,
She's listening to the radio. It's 1920.
I only okay, I get it.
"Big dog, come sleep under my bed. Keep me safe." Big dog goes under her
It's a
bed.
good doggo.
Then she goes to sleep. Then, middle of the
Wait,
night.
it goes under the bed?
Yeah, it's
Shouldn't it
sleeping
be
under the
on
bed. It's too big.
Oh,
She
alright.
sleeps in a single. She's very poor.
Oh, okay. Apparently, like,
Middle of the night. Big bang! Oh, don't hit the camera, dog!
she's a little. She's
Big
aware of
bang. And she wakes up. She's scared. So she sticks her hand under the bed and the dog licks it. And she's like, "Oh, my dog, good."
it. Oh, that's really nice.
Falls asleep again. Another big bang. Sticks her hand under the bed. Dog licks it. She's like, "Oh, good. Dog is still there." Third big bang. She says, "Oh, 3 big bangs." She gets up. And then she sticks her hand under the bed. She doesn't feel the dog there. She says, "Big dog, where are you?" She turns on the light. The dog is dead. And its
Aww.
body is hanging from the wall. And on the wall, written in blood, it says, "Humans can lick too." And then she gets stabbed from behind by the killer. The killer was there all night.
That's just like. It's not even like. That's like scary, but it's also like. I feel like that
Hey,
one.
dog. what
That's
are you
like a
eating?
really specific audience. That one that's like not. That's like both scared by that and also.
And
not
also
squeamish
bummed
around
out by
dogs.
dogs. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Dog. Hey, could you? Is she eating something over there? She's got something in her mouth. Dog.
Jolie, drop it.
It's probably just a piece of wood, but yeah.
No, you never know.
All right, let's dump this and then head out and do some recording in the car and stuff.
I kind of want to watch. I kind of want to watch this.
Well, you're not going to be able to hear much without the audio, so I'm going to stop now. Okay, you want to do